Howdy there, partner. We hope that you've been corralling yourselves home and waiting for the latest theater idea to come moseying along so that you can lasso one of them for yourself.
What are you doing?
Why are you acting like a cowboy?
I like your hat.
I am trying to introduce the latest theater tool.
What is that? A lasso?
I was trying to rope our audience in, but no. The latest theater tool that we want to introduce to you today is that of character.
Yeehaw! Get along, little doggy.
Don't get carried away.
Now, character is the most important element of a play or a scene. Without a character, then you wouldn't have a scene or a story to tell or to begin with. You know, character builds upon the three tools that we've already introduced of imagination, pantomime, and improvisation. Now, how interesting a character is depends on how relatable that character is to you.
Okay, but what makes a character interesting?
Well, you want to try to find out all that you can about a character, and that allows an audience to find something that's in common with or to understand where that character is coming from in the beginning.
Yes, like this pig puppet.
A pig puppet?
Let her finish.
Yes. Proceed.
Thank you. Now, if you look and see that this pig character, but it could also be a character from the Three Little Pigs. But also, if you look into it and everything, you can try to see which of the Three Little Pigs it is. Also, what is its relationship with the other characters?
Well said, Emma.
But what makes a character interesting?
Well, you need to ask that character specific questions, like, what is the age of that character? Where does that character live? Is that character rich or poor, male or female, smart or dumb, strong or weak, beautiful or ugly, artistic or boring, nice or mean, and so on. Once you answer these questions, it helps to prevent your character from seeming flat. It rounds it out and gives it some depth, and thus makes it interesting.
Now do you understand, Caleb?
I was just trying to help them understand.
Yeah, sure.
Would you guys like to do a character activity?
Yes, let's
What
do
is
it.
it?
Well, the character activity that we want to demonstrate today is called Party Host.
I love parties! Woohoo!
Oh, I'm glad for the enthusiasm. Now, for this activity, one of us will be the party host and the others will be the guests. Now, each guest will come up with a character that they want to portray at the party. And then, once they have their character selected, one by one, you will knock on the host's door in order to come to the party. Now, the host will try to see if he can figure out what your character is by watching your movements and listening to all the clues that you give. Now, you don't want to make sure that you tell him who you are right off, like, I am a pig, but you want to show through your answers of the questions to help direct him so that he can figure it out. You also want to be sure that you select a character that everyone is familiar with. You don't want to be too specific or use character names, at least not this go around. Now, once the character or the host figures out what your character is, then that guest has to come up with a reason to leave the party until the next one comes. And then once all the characters have been guessed, then the activity is done. Do you understand?
Yes.
I think so.
All right, you ready to begin?
Let's do it.
Okay, I'll be the host first. Oh, I love surprise parties. I have no idea who I invited. I just went down the phone book and I put together a list and I mailed out invitations and I'm looking forward to... Oh, I think my first guest is here. Let's see who it is. Welcome, come on in.
Oh, ho, ho. What do you have prepared for the feast?
Oh,
I am hungry.
I have some eclairs here. Oh, and there's some wine. I know French people like wine, and you know, I
Did
saw
you make
this.
these yourself?
Well, actually, I ordered them. I'm not very good of a baker.
I can tell.
I'm not French myself, but I bet you remember. I went and saw this play that was called Beauty and the Beast, and they had this character that was like a candlestick at first, Lumiere. Are you familiar with that person?
I have no clue who this person is. I think you could use a touch more cinnamon, a little le creme with the whip, whipped cream, and then, so much better, no?
Oh, well, I could really use a French chef around here. The kitchen's right back there. Do you want to make some more entrees for our party here?
Oh, merci, merci. They will be delectable. Give me one moment.
All right. Well, I can't wait to taste these. I think they're going to be good. Oh, here comes somebody else. All right, come on in. Ooh, boy, you came in a hurry. You doing okay?
Yeah,
What's your
just
heart rate
fine.
like?
Just
Are you
great.
running a marathon?
Yeah. Well, why don't we try some jumping jacks now? Ready?
Oh,
Let's
okay.
go.
Well, I have all these wonderful sweets here, but I guess this will help me to get some room to be able to eat all these. You must be a physical ed teacher or something. Ooh, I'm worn out already.
I gotta go teach a class. Bye.
Okay. Well, ooh, I'm going to have something. I am famished now. And I hear somebody else at the door. Now, I'll put that right back there. Shh, I didn't touch it. Okay, come on in.
Hello.
Hello.
I heard there was a break-in here, so I'm here to, figure out who did it. So.
Well,
Ooh.
we had somebody in the
fingerprints.
kitchen break something, but I don't think they broke in. Oh.
See that there? You see all the swirls?
Oh, yes. Yes. Well, what does that say?
Okay. It means that you are not the culprit of this break-in.
Oh, okay. Is that like a fingerprint?
Yes, a fingerprint.
Boy,
Don't you see?
if I was a
Ooh,
detective, I could figure all this out.
Glass. There's
What?
a trail that leads back
You
here.
got a trail? All right, Sherlock Holmes. Elementary?
You know what? I think the intruder went this way.
Well, open the door! Not a very smart detective. Ran right through the door. How's it coming in there?
Merci, oui. I have finished the treats and I'm on my way. Have a great day.
Oh, okay, thank you.
got
Thanks
to
for
open
opening
the door.
All right, and that ends the activity. Come on in. Oh, what great characters you were. I had a hard time figuring out who all you were.
That was fun.
That was
Ooh, we
good.
do it again?
Well, yes, you can always do it again. But you want to get a different host and the guests come up with different characters. With this game, I bet you could party till the cows come home.
What?
Well, it looks like the sun is setting in the west. So it's time for me to round up my doggies and head that way. See ya, partners. Happy trails to you.
Who was that man?
He's a cowboy again.
So what are we going to do with the pig?
Well, why don't we each come up with a pig character for the three little pigs, and then we'll act it out.
I like it. That's a great idea.
What if we invite all of the people watching to do it with us?
Yeah.
What do you say? If you develop a character and then you can share videos or pictures with us at director@theatrics.org, or you can tag us at SCP Theatrics.
Why don't we start on your story?
Let's do it now.
Our story is going to blow you away.
Huh?
You get it? Three little pigs, big bad wolf, huff, puff, so on?
Well, until then, pig out!